Alright. How's it going, everybody? I am the Zaben here on Broadcast Zaben. I'm trying to figure out if I have a bag around me to get rid of this nasty tasting egg. Got my limeade. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep this here until we finish this stream. Disgusting. I never had a pre-made boiled egg before, and the fact that I had eaten, like, this was, it was just on the table. It was 2 slices of bacon and 2 boiled eggs, just pre-made, ready to go. I was like, you know, it's 3:53 a.m. It's almost morning, because, you know, morning's supposed to be 5 a.m. I figured, let's give it a shot. The bacon was great. It was 2 slices of turkey bacon. And then I go ahead and I go to the eggs, and it just tasted so, like, bitter, or, yeah, that bitter would be the word. I said sour originally, but I think bitter is definitely the case here. I look it up. People are really just saying it's probably the vegetation of the egg, like, or rather, what are you feeding the chicken? But I'm not finishing that. I took a big bite, and I was like, I don't know. And then it's like a smaller bite, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely tasting it. It's better. So yeah, that's my breakfast for you guys. So with that said, as you can tell, we are back in the Fortnite item shop for today. If you're new, we like to separate the featured from the daily, and there's already like 1 or 2 things that I already see that I have an interest in and whatnot, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to start with the featured. As I set up my second screen here, we're going to start with the featured and do, I believe this was, what is it, the Moxie skin? As soon as it comes up, yes, that's where we are going to start. The Moxie skin, part of the TKO set. This skin, I've said before, is an okay looking skin. If you ask me, preferably, it isn't all that. I do get the general idea that they're trying to create some type of boxer look or fighter, which I think they accomplish. But I was always confused why this version, the dark one with black and red, has a hoodie on, as opposed to, well, the default, which has a hoodie, well, nowhere present. Yeah, I'm still confused. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like the hoodies are really attached to anything. So, I mean, Epic Games, if you would like, I would recommend giving an alternate style with this one, where you have a hoodie, and then an alternate style to this one, where you have no hoodie. Just saying, it would be perfect. I think a lot of people would like it, and a lot more people might purchase it. The back bling is called Moose because, well, it's literally a moose with boxing gloves. And that's it. It just changes colors. It goes from blue to red. Oh, and there's also black. But that's it. There's nothing really else to it. The Clobber Axe. This one's an okay axe. I mean, it's just a boxing glove with like a spring on it. I wonder how that has it. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really move. I think what it should have done was like either sprung back and then boom, or maybe it should go out. Like, I think there should have been something a little to it. I just feel like if you have the spring, use it, right? But it's not too bad overall. It's not a bad looking pickaxe. Faded Cool. This one's not too bad. I mean, I really don't know what this design is. I kind of dig it. The color is simply just a simple fade effect. Like, you can see here, it looks like this kind of, like, there's like lines connected to it, but you don't really see that when it comes to here. Unless it's supposed to be like line that goes to the, because I see like a line here. Let me cycle the model. Maybe it's the same. Well, not that one. I think it's supposed to go like that. Oh, actually, in fact, there's this line here. So I think not only does it just connect to itself because of the shape, but it's supposed to go down and then like that. It's such a hard detail to even notice, because really the gradients of yellow and blue steal the show. Next, we got the Swift skin. This one I actually said was a pretty cool looking skin. Like, I definitely would get this. Because he looks awesome. This is literally like if the Drift skin, instead of being a fox, was a rat, and it just works perfectly, I think. Like, I think that's in its favor. Everything about it, even to its back bling, is themed after the Year of the Rat, which the year is. So that's interesting. I think this is, at some point in the future, like, this might be selling all year long, but then next year you won't see it, and then the next couple years you won't see it, until eventually it loops back around to the Year of the Rat, and then eventually you'll see, like, oh, he's back, you know. Because I know a lot of people, I'm just saying it now, I know a lot of people, you know, with like, Fortnite leaks or whatever, like, once in a while, like to do, like, oh, it's been this long since we've seen this skin or whatever, and that kind of gets some people to end up buying the emotes sometimes. If they do that for this one, it's definitely because they're gonna wait for the next Year of the Rat. That's my belief. I mean, maybe they'll keep selling it, but that's just what I'm theorizing. It's still a nice looking skin though. Like, I would buy this. Lucky Axes. Now, I don't know why it's lucky. Again, I'm not really familiar with everything. What is this, Chinese or Japanese? I feel like this is a Japanese thing, but wasn't it something about China and going to Japan or something? I don't know, I'm not really too familiar with history that goes on over there. Heck, I'm not good with history in general. But, I've always wanted, first of all, I've always wanted this. I believe this is their currency. I always wanted that. But it looks cool. I like it. And then, of course, he has a wrap, which is modeled after the design. If I can just pop that up, I should have just used the mouse instead of the keyboard. But it's modeled after this, which is on his shirt, or I guess his jacket, really. So I think that's pretty decent. Not horrible. I wish I had a new keyboard, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Spamming X. There we go. I'm spamming X and it's not moving. Alright, we're just gonna keep the mouse instead. I'm gonna wire this keyboard off. But it's okay. It's not a bad looking wrap. And Leviathan, the Space Explorer set. Like, what in the world it is? This one I know for a fact World of J has. Because I see him use this skin every once in a while. And it's literally just a fish alien, I guess, in like this mechanical suit. We've seen this before in like, I think a movie or something, but you really don't see this nowadays. You got the global axe. I think there's 2 axes in this set, if we're gonna be honest. And is this, yeah, because that's Australia. It's a weird shape. You got, what? Oh, there you go. I'm guessing this is supposed to be the Americas. It looks like the Americas. Like this is like a poor rendered version of our current globe. Maybe that's the point. Maybe it's supposed to be similar to ours, but not exactly ours. That'd be interesting. Imagine that. The Squid Striker. Definitely more alien themed. Do you hit him with the head? It would make sense because it's like shaped like that. Yep, it makes sense to me. Okay. And literally just squid stuck in like a tube on a stick. Let's see. Planetary Probe. Not bad. I mean, this is literally like those space satellites that you would find, except they just slap the thing on there, which I'm assuming maybe some fire comes out. No, actually, I think if there was fire, it would have, you know, shown, but you get the general idea. Okay. So that's it for the featured. We're going to go ahead, we're going to move on to the daily and start with Dynamo. Now, you guys may or may not know this, depending, you know, how long you've been watching my streams and such, but I'm actually a big fan of professional wrestling. In fact, luchador style is one of my favorite wrestling styles. So when I see the Dynamo skin, and I haven't seen the male version in who knows how long, and I would love to see him make a return also, but when I see the Dynamo skin, I'm actually pretty happy about this. Like this one, there is probably a bias in this because again, I'm a big fan of wrestling and I love luchador style. So this is like an easy must get for me. Just because, well, simply that. It's a luchador. And I think that's really cool. The only thing I said about this skin before, since it's pretty much, you know, is an alternate like look to a already existing default, is maybe they should have added a back bling, or more preferably, which I said before, is change the color scheme. I could definitely see this coming out with different colors and design. Like you could probably keep the mask the same, but you could change like everything else into like a different design. Excuse me. There is no limit to like what they can do with this. You know, they could take inspiration from real wrestlers right now, you know, real luchadors out there. And I think the most popular, or I don't know if I want to say like the #1 luchador, but I know for a fact that's like, when you think luchador, you always have to think like Rey Mysterio, because he's just the one who made it so big in his time, and you know, was so popularized. Like he was the little guy because he was so shorter than everybody and smaller, but he was able to win like the world heavyweight title and at like a WrestleMania or something. So they could take inspiration from him. They could take inspiration from like La Parca, who apparently there was 2 of them, which I didn't even know there was 2. But one of them passed away, and even though they both dress up pretty much the same, you can, you know, go ahead and take inspiration from that, and you know, use that in your style or whatnot. Like, it shouldn't be too hard to get an alternate style. Heck, it could just be an alternate color. I'm still going on about it. We already moved on. This is the High-Rise Assault Trooper. Like, what the hell is this? Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's literally just, hey, Jonesy, I guess with like darker hair, like, I don't know, an army star, I guess, but it looks like it's a medallion of all things. All camouflaged. Then there's a little patch there. I don't know if that's always on Jonesy, but but that's really it. Like, there's nothing really much else to say about this. Like, I guess I wouldn't mind getting it because, I mean, it's a default. It's camouflage. The star is actually something I wanted before as an actual tattoo, but kind of is what it is. And lastly, we get 4 emotes today. We have the Llama Bell, the Eagle, the Bouncer, and the Party Hips. I'm surprised to see that the Eagle made a return. I want this to, like, never return. I want to be the only one who uses this, but since this is, like, the 3rd time me seeing it, even though I'm pretty sure it came out maybe more than 3 times, it looks like we're going to end up having more people with it. Llama Bell, and the Eagle. Alright, let's see. And for the 2 emotes that I don't have, we have the Bouncer. Alright, and we got Party Hips. To be honest, I want to know who invented this. just asking for a friend. Alright, I think I have a final verdict here. So, personally, I think when you go into the other shop and we're gonna get something out of the featured, I would recommend Swift and everything for the Year of the Rat. I think it's called, yeah, it's called the Street Rat set. I would recommend everything that's in the Street Rat sets. Just because I think he looks badass. It's as simple as that. Out of these 3, sorry, I think he just looks badass. Second is kind of hard to choose from, but based on options, I think Moxie is the better choice over the Leviathan, just because she has 2 styles, which you can't really get tired of. But there's nothing wrong against the Leviathan. I personally may not want this skin, but definitely it's a good skin to have. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a classic, but it's definitely made a return before with the Slurps People set. I forgot how, it was like a thing that cost a lot of money at the time. I don't know, but Leviathan's okay. I think what I dig about him is only the glider. The pickaxes are okay. Like, I think the squid striker might be a little bit better than the planetary one, but that's about it. For the daily, I mean, I think even regardless of biasness, Dynamo still beats this high-rise Assault Trooper skin. Just because she has more going for her. And I actually learned very recently that apparently this is one of the most try-hard skins, you know, like what people will use to be like, oh, this person's a try-hard. This is that. So, I didn't know that. But regardless, even though that I know it now, I still want this skin because it's a great-looking skin. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my limeade. When it comes down to emotes, let's see. It says no connection, so we're gonna try again. And double check. Okay, so are we good now? Okay, I guess it just works all of a sudden. I don't know what really happened. But just to make sure, double check on it, I am going to move my mouse to the left and see if that also happens on screen. If it doesn't happen on screen, then maybe the thing's broken, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm just going to finish this up. Okay, perfect, it did do it. So, I'm just going to do this. So, Eagle, number 1 best, Llama Bell, 2nd best, Bouncer, I think, might be the 3rd, and Party Hips last. The only reason is because Eagle, again, I feel like I'm the one who uses it, so I'm a little spoiled. Llama Bell, I think it's good. You know, I like the little party theme and whatnot and the way it goes. Bouncer, I think, is better than Party Hips just because of, you know, you're bouncing on a little thing. It's traversal, music's not that bad. And, well, Party Hips is just bam, 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 bam. But I wouldn't mind any item shop. Let me know what you guys think. And, again, Good Guy Ryan, I don't know if the stream picked up on me telling you, hey, because on my end it, like, messed up pretty bad. Yeah. So, seeing how later today, okay, this is like breaking news stuff. Later today, I am going to be in someone else's stream for Smash Brothers. Now, I was training a little bit earlier. My controller is charging right now because it almost died on me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to risk that. I don't know when. Nobody's giving me an exact time, but hopefully we can figure out when this Smash Bros tournament or challenge really is gonna go down. Hey, nice, awesome. Keep up the good work in Animal Crossing. I like Animal Crossing. Which, if nobody knew, we have a Discord section for Nintendo games, and Animal Crossing is on there. So if you would like to share how your worlds work, or if you want to share codes and trades and whatnot, by all means, that would be the perfect place to do it. And we could probably get a little bit more in depth, you know, fix up things specific for different modes and stuff. But we'll get to that another day. So yeah, like I said, later today, I will be on someone else's stream. I will be competing via Smash Bros. If you guys want to also, you know, if you guys want to have Smash Bros. And you want to help me train for this, by all means, let me know. Join the Discord. Let me know there, because if we're going to be completely honest, I need as much training as possible. The reward for beating this person 3 times in a row is, get that, or not in a row, but beating this person 3 times, get this, wins $50 now. I was supposed to compete last week, but because due to timing and whatnot, I was not able to go ahead and compete. But since the list is continuing, I get to compete this time around. So I will be number 16. I'm the 16th entrant? I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm number 16. I'm going to be the 16th person to go ahead and going into this competition, fighting this one person, and if I could beat her, literally her, or I guess it's, I don't remember what female voice, All you had to do was beat this person 3 times in a row. They're calling themselves a robot, and once you beat them, all you have to do is that. And literally just beat them, you win, and someone will contact you and ask, how would you like your $50? Now, I don't know, I would assume we would take ours via Amazon and see what we can do with $50. I think we can probably go ahead and buy we could buy World War Z. We can probably buy something. I think we'll get an Amazon card. Like, if we win this, and I am going to go blue screen, or should I go blue screen? I'm not going to go blue screen. But if we win this, I will be getting a $50 Amazon gift card. And, well, I really don't know. It's either we get an Amazon card or we get a Fortnite card, and if we're going to be completely honest, even though I love Fortnite and everything, I don't think I want to get a $50 Fortnite card just for V-Bucks and then start buying outfits that are going to be used up like that. You know, especially seeing how Leviathan is 20 bucks, it will go by really fast. So what will I do if I win this $50? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use it on a new game. That'll probably be 20 bucks. Then we'll probably try to see if we can get other things. For example, I've been looking at a Falco amiibo for a while. Maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll end up getting a different amiibo. But at most, we'll probably end up trying to save that money for something a little bit better, like perhaps a capture card or anything. I mean, I don't know what capture card costs 50 bucks, but there's bound to be something. Anyway, so with that said, thank you so much if you did. Hit that like and subscribe, and do the same for our other channel, The Zabin Project, because every subscription that I receive makes me one step closer into being a featured content creator. And the closer we get to being that, you guys can support me, get me those subs. It looks like our stream, oh, okay, I thought our stream was gonna have issues again, but no, I think we're good. As I was trying to say, give me those subs. If you guys, and I've said it before, would like to get a little bit more in contact with me, we have a Discord. You guys can talk with one another. You guys can basically almost do anything, really. The link for that is going to be down below. The mouse is following you down here. Go down there. It's in the video description. We have our Discord link down there, so that way you guys can go ahead and join. It's completely free to make, and you can do so much. So, and, oh, actually, if you also look down below, I just thought about this. So you might have also seen that there was a second link. That is our Cash App donations link. So if you would love to help donate, you know, that way I'm not always trying to compete in these tournaments or competitions. But if you guys would like, the reason why I'm saying think of it like that, but a bit better, is because you guys will be able to donate how much you want, whenever you want. So that way, you know, you're not going to be, you know, like Patreon, where every month you're going to be paying a certain amount of money. It kind of goes on from there. So you can pay how much you want, whenever you want. You can pay $1 today, $1 tomorrow. You can pay $1 today, $1 next year. Like, it's all up to you. And the best part is you can leave a note. Usually they just say like what it's for. You just leave a little note in there to say, hey dude, this is for this, or hey, you're doing such a great job. You know, I love when you guys are being positive with me. You know, it warms my heart. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of Save the World. We're gonna stream that because I will not be streaming later today. I will explain that again in the next stream, but I will not be streaming due to this whole Smash tournament going on. So let's try to get this going on. And yeah, so as we go blue screen here again, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. As always, stay healthy.